Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you've been here before, thank you for stopping by again. And if you're new, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe to the Beauty Author family. Today I'm going to be doing a big haul and I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial using Wet n Wild cosmetic products. So I went to Rite Aid about maybe 3 or 4 nights ago, and they had a buy one get one 75% off promotion going on off of Wet n Wild products. And a lot of the stuff that was on the shelf were things that I've never tried before from Wet n Wild, so I'm really excited. I can't wait to show you guys what I got. I have 2 full bags to show you guys. Here is the first one right here. And then the second one is right here. And just to give you guys an idea of what's in here, I bought everything pretty much from like foundation to powder to concealer to the eye palettes, eyeshadow palettes, eyeliner, what else? I even bought nail polish. The only thing I did not get was to prep and prime my face, like their skincare products. And I did go online and I saw that they had some really cool skin products that I wanted to try, but they didn't have them in stores. So I'm just gonna use whatever skincare products I have already from just other brands. I will say I have tried their they have this primer, and I tried it before and I actually didn't like it. So I think I might have either lost it or just threw it away just because that's just how much I didn't care for it. But yeah, anyways, maybe in a future video I'll do, skin prep and prime products from Wet n Wild. You guys just let me know. But yeah, quick story, really quick. While I was at Rite Aid getting my Wet n Wild products, they got robbed. And I was checking out, and all of a sudden there was just like this huge commotion going on at the door, and the guy that had robbed them like knocked down the security guards, and it was very scary. So don't go to Rite Aid late at night, regardless of the location. But anyways, if you guys want to see what I got in my 2 Rite Aid bags, and if you guys want to end up seeing the makeup look that I put together using the products that I got, then feel free to just keep watching.
Hey guys, so I'm starting off with my favorite moisturizer at the moment. It's the Clinique Moisture Surge 72-hour auto replenishing hydrator. That is a mouthful, but like I said, it's my favorite at the moment. And then I'm going with my NYX pore filler and just applying this product to areas where I have large pores, because I really do. And then followed by the Angel Veil Skin Perfecting Primer. These 2 NYX products are oldies but goodies in my book. The Clinique one is more of a newer product for me, and I absolutely love it. It is very hydrating, and it really does hydrate for 72 hours. Highly recommend if you're looking for something new to try out. Okay, I'm starting off with my eye makeup, and the reason being is because there's going to be a lot of fallout with the shadow palette that I will be using. But I'm going to go ahead and apply my Photo Focus Concealer by Wet n Wild in the shade Light Medium Beige, and I'm just applying it so that my shadows will have something to stick onto. This is the palette that I will be using. It's the Not a Basic Peach, and I'm going to go ahead and swatch some shades for you guys so you can see what it looks like. And this one right here, Nude Awakening, I did buy this palette right here, but I'm not going to be using it in the video. This is just something I picked up with the promo that was going on at Rite Aid, and I'm going to be taking my fluffy brush. It's an eyeshadow fluffy brush from Wet n Wild, and I'm starting off with the light transition shade in the palette. There's 2 transition shades. There's one that's a lighter one, and there's one that's a darker one. It's like a burnt orange one. So I started off with the light one, and I packed it on all over my eyelid, and then I went in with the other dark burnt orange transition shade, and I applied it in the outer part and then worked my way into the inner, like the crease part. And then I'm taking the dark brown shade in the palette. It's the only dark brown shade in the palette, Not a Basic Peach palette, and I applied it basically right on top to where I applied the dark orange transition shade. I love this orange, like it's like a burnt orange shade. It's not quite burnt, you know what I mean? But it's like right there on the dotted line of burnt orange. And I just think it looks so beautiful. I love the combo of these two shades, the orange as a transition and then the dark brown right on top. It just looks so beautiful. It's kind of like the same effect of like a sunset, or, you know, yeah, like a sunset type of hue effect. But this is a very fast-paced video, so I'm going to try my best to include everything as fast as I can and coordinate it with the time as I'm showing you guys the product or applying the products. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comment box. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the next product, which is I'm going to take this flat brush and I'm going to apply the dark orange transition shade, and I'm going to apply it to the inner part of my eye and then work it in to the eye, like inwards. And I'm also going to take it and pack it on to the outer part of the eye, okay? So I'm going to kind of go back and forth between the inner and the outer, and then I'm going to basically try to connect the two. So yeah, I'm pretty much just leaving the middle part of my eyelid open because I'm going to be packing on a different shade on that area. But there's no rule for, you know, how much or how long I need to blend. I'm just pretty much blending and applying until I'm satisfied with the outcome. And next I'm going to go ahead and take my Photo Focus Concealer by Wet n Wild, just taking it onto the back of my hand just so I don't get the product filled with like eyeshadow or anything like that. So yeah, I'm just taking it on the back of my hand and then I'm going to pat it onto my eyelid. I hope you guys can see. I'm really sorry. I totally forgot to like make sure that my pineapple mirror's head is not in the way, but my bad, guys. So anyways, like I was saying, I'm just taking that concealer, I patted it on, and I'm taking this really pretty orange shadow right here. It's an orange shadow with like gold reflex in there. And this shadow is very tricky. I actually think that these formulas for these kinds of shadows are very, very tricky. I feel like the best way to apply these are to apply it wet. The first thing I'm doing is I'm applying it on directly onto the concealer dry, and then the second way I'm going to apply this eyeshadow is I'm going to pack it onto the brush first, and then I'm going to wet my brush, and I'm just using my Wet n Wild Photo Focus setting spray. I'm not a fan of this setting spray to set my face makeup, but I do like it to, you know, wet my brushes to give the wet look effect, specifically for my eyeshadows. And instantly you can see a difference. Look at the difference in the shadow. That is freaking stunning. I love the way this eyeshadow looks. Such a beautiful shadow, but if you try it dry, like if you try to use it not wet, it's not as pigmented on the lid, so just keep that in mind. And then again, I'm just kind of going back and forth, sweeping motions, just kind of blending back the dark shade on there, just to kind of cut out any harshness. I did the other eye off camera to save time, and now I'm going to go ahead and use the shimmering shade in the palette. It's like a vanilla light shade. It's a shade directly underneath the light transition shade, and I'm just using that in the inner corners of the eye just to kind of highlight that area. So yeah, and then I cleaned up because again there was a lot of fallout from this eyeshadow palette, so FYI, there is going to be fallout. That includes with you tapping it off, you know, any excess from the brush. I still had fallout. But anyways, moving on to the face makeup. So I went ahead and I applied my Halo highlighter. This is the liquid highlighter, and it's such a beautiful highlighter. I highly recommend these highlighters. In case you are wondering, I think they're all gorgeous, all the shades from that collection. And then right away, I did use the color correcting wheel. I just used the cover one to cover the dark spots under my eye. I am starting to develop like darkness and all sorts of just weird, awful stuff on my skin. So I definitely want to try to cover as much as that up as I can. Okay, moving on to foundation. I'm so excited. I've never tried this foundation out. Well, I mean, I did try it because within this past like week, I've only tried it like 2 times because I really wanted to try it out first before I got on camera. But this is the Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Foundation. It has an SPF of 15. This is a liquid foundation and it's in a cushion compact. It is a luminous, lightweight, and buildable foundation, and it gives a hydrating feel. This is all the claims that are written about the foundation on the packaging. I'm just reading it off for you. And the shade that I did pick up is number 119, letter A. So it's 119A, it's in buff beige, and it's a medium warm tone. It comes with this spongy applicator, which by the way is super soft to apply with. I really, really like the applicator that it comes with. It kind of feels silicone-y, a little velvety. I don't know. It's just super, super nice. So definitely a thumbs up for that. Again, this product does have SPF of 15 in there, which is nice because it is protecting your skin from the sun, which some of us know that the sun does release chemicals that can be damaging and are bad for your skin. So it's nice that they included the SPF in there. And then it does have directions on the back of the packaging. It just tells you to apply liberally 15 minutes before sun exposure. It says reapply at least every 2 hours, which can I just say, I don't really, that definitely does not apply to me because I wouldn't really apply this every 2 hours, especially if I have a full face of makeup. So it kind of tells me that maybe this product is meant for people who are going to the beach and they're not really applying a whole lot of makeup, and definitely people who are, swimming, especially like if you're going to be around the sun a lot. So I think that's the whole purpose of this foundation. I will say a couple things about this foundation. It definitely does feel very hydrating on my skin. It did make my skin feel very nice. Even at the end of the day, even though I kind of looked cakey around like my nose area, it didn't feel dry or anything like that. So yeah, it's definitely a very moisturizing foundation. As you can see, this is definitely not my shade. However, they kind of lacked in the shade selection department. I don't feel like this foundation works for everybody, and I don't think the shade selection works for everybody. The other one that I could try is natural, but I just felt like the other ones are just no bueno. Okay, it's just I don't know. It's either too light, too orange, too just not for me. So I thought I could use this one and maybe just kind of warm it up with like bronzer and stuff. But even with bronzer, I could tell that it was still too light. Sometimes when you film, the makeup or the foundation can look light on camera and look, good in person. That's not the case with this foundation for me. It looked light on camera and it looked light in person. So yeah. And then as far as like the coverage, this is a very sheer medium coverage type of foundation. You could try to build it up, but I feel like for me, there's only so much that you can build, with, because it's just a sheer lightweight. Is that exactly what it says? It's a lightweight foundation. So yeah, I wasn't really, unless you like the lightweight foundation, but for me, I like to make sure that you know, I can cover my blemishes. And then the other thing is that this does kind of cling on to like texture on your face. It reminds me of the Rimmel London 25-hour breathable one because they both they're lightweight, they moisturize, and they cling on to like texture on the face. So just a little FYI. I think the Rimmel London clings on a little bit more to texture versus the Wet n Wild one does. But yeah, and then this is a very luminous foundation. I look super, super luminous no matter what I try to do. Okay, guys, enough of the foundation. Moving on to contour. I'm using this Contour dual-ended product. This is a great product. I highly recommend it. It's so creamy. It's so easy to use. I love the tone of the contour itself. It's perfect. It's like not too cool. It has a little bit of like warm tone to it, which I love. And I just love it overall. I think it's just a great product. Now I'm going to go ahead and powder my face using the Wet n Wild pressed powder. This is the shade Tan Beige. Let me just say one thing about this. There is nothing tan about this shade. This is definitely more of a beige, very beige shade. I don't really feel like it did anything exciting or extra for me. If I had to be honest with you guys, it was just there to just, already there. But okay, so for blushes, I'm taking these two pretty blushes by Wet n Wild, and I'm taking Mellow Wine, which is a matte mauve shade, and Pearlescent Pink, which is like a pink shimmery shade, and I'm mixing the two to get the perfect, blush shade that I want. I was pretty happy with it. And moving on to bronzer. So for bronzer, I'm starting off with the Ticket to Brazil. And the Ticket to Brazil did not impress me. I felt like it was way too light. Here I am trying to pack it onto my face, and it's just not coming up at all. I'm a fan of the OG Ticket to Brazil because I feel like the undertone in there, like the warmer, you know, um, it was more like a natural kind of like suntan look. I feel like that one is way better than the new one, in my opinion. Okay, now I'm taking Palm Beach Ready, and let me just tell you guys right now, this is a beautiful bronzer. It does have like shimmer in there, and it's like that perfect bronzer shade. However, for me, it just didn't work because it was too shimmery and I was looking more for a matte bronzer. This is perfect if you're trying to do a beach ready or summer get ready, type of bronzer look. I think it's more for the glow effect because it does give more of that summer bronzy glow, or beachy glow look. Okay, guys, moving on to my favorite products, the highlighters. Oh my god, the highlighters are so freaking bomb. Like, if there's one thing Wet n Wild did right, it was with the highlighters. These new highlighters are amazing. Mwah. Like, 100%, recommend all of these. And I'm just swatching the shades for you guys so you can see. I started off with the first shade in Awesome Blossom, which was like that dark, almost copper looking type of shade or gold shade. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go in with, what is it? I think Precious Petals. Sorry guys, I got these all mixed up. Or I think it's actually no, it's Golden Flower Crown is the second one that I swatched. And then I went in with Blossom Glow is the third one. And the last one that I did was Precious Petals. But yeah, these are all super pigmented. I highly recommend. I love the formula. I love everything about these. And I also really like this palette right here. This is the Mega Glow palette in Catwalk Pink. Love, 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 love all their highlighters. Oh my god, they're so amazing. They just, I don't know, I guess they spent so much time perfecting their highlighting products, and it's definitely a win for me. So good job, Wet n Wild, on that. I'm so impressed. So impressed. I have like no words. I'm like literally like speechless. So, okay, so for eyebrows, okay, I'm starting off with this OG highlighter from Wet n Wild. This is not something that I recently picked up, but this is something that I've had in my collection for a while. And like I said, it's just an eyebrow highlighter. I love this highlighter because I feel like personally it's a multi-use highlighter. It is a matte highlighter. It's more on the pinky side, but it definitely will bring out anything that you are trying to bring out or focus on. But I'm starting off with that, and I'm just showing you guys right now a couple eyebrow kit palettes one that I have, hence it being all nasty looking, and then I bought a brand new one. A little bit about these eyebrow palettes from Wet n Wild. They come with a brush applicator, which sucks because it's way too thick. The bristles are way too thick, and then it comes with a tweezer, which I really, really like. It has a wax, it has a wax product, and then two powder, a light powder and then a dark powder. I like to kind of mix the light and the dark to start off with the very beginning of my brow, and then I go into the rest of my brow with the dark one, and I really like it. Just make sure that you're constantly using a new one because, like I said, it'll get all nasty and old on you, and you don't want that. Okay, now what I'm doing right this moment is I'm using their retractable eyebrow pencil, and I actually don't like this product at all. I do not recommend it. It's very, very hard The formula is like a waxy formula consistency, and it's just really hard to like, you know, work the eyebrow with or apply the product. It was not good at all. If you are looking for a good retractable eyebrow pencil product, highly recommend Rimmel London's. I have nothing but good things to say about that one. And come to think about it, you know, I mean, the price point is pretty good for it, especially because it applies on so smoothly and stuff like that. So unfortunately, the Wet n Wild retractable eyebrow pencil, the one that I'm using right now in this very clip, is a thumbs down for me. I was very disappointed. Very, very, very disappointed. And the spoolie was also really bad too. The bristles on this are just dispersed a little too far apart. It just doesn't work when you're trying to blend it out. So I'm not really sure what they were thinking when they designed that or even created this product. So yeah, definitely will not be repurchasing that. Okay guys, so I'm going to go ahead and just touch up my brows again. Again, just taking my highlighter and cleaning up my brows with it. Oh my god. Yeah, I love that highlighter. It's so good. So freaking good. Okay, now I'm going to take that dark burgundy transition shade and I'm just using it underneath my lower lashes. And I'm going into the mascara with the Mega Length mascara. This is a really good mascara. I was very impressed with it. It did such a good job with getting in between all my lashes and really just kind of separating them and lengthening them. But as you can see, I didn't wear any eyeliner. I did buy liquid eyeliner, but I didn't use it because they were, I bought like a purple shade and like a blue shade, so it didn't really go with the look. But yeah, I highly recommend the mascara if you want to try something new or different, you know. Now for lips, I'm gonna lip line my lips with the gel liner, and this is Bare to Comment. I really like their lip liners. I love their new formulas. I will say their old formulas really, really sucked. They were just so hard and harsh on the lips, but the new ones are bomb.com. The pencil lip liners are 99 cents, and then also, I forgot to mention this to you guys, but they are having a promotion, 40% off right now if you go on Rite Aid. I'm not sponsored by them. I'm not giving you a code or anything. I'm just telling you guys, a friend to a friend, go on there and check out their promotion. Okay, and then I topped off my lips with the lip gloss in, what is it? Send Nudes. It's a very nice lip gloss. It was a little sticky at first, and then the stickiness died down. And at the end here, I'm going to apply the setting spray, which I'm not a huge fan of. I will tell you guys right now, it did keep my makeup intact, but it did not mattify my makeup at all. So yeah, it did nothing for me on that end of mattifying. Just going back really quick before the video ends, I want to talk about the liquid lipsticks. For the liquid lipsticks, I really like them. They're really cheap and they're really nice. But I will say that they do crumble if you try to build them up. So FYI, if you try the liquid lipsticks from Wet n Wild, the liquid catsuits, just be careful with that. So that pretty much wraps up this makeup look and this review. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
I didn't get a chance to use the loose pigment ones. These ones right here. I have the shade in Hustle and Glow, and I'm so lit, and I really wanted to use these, but I just felt like there was just no room to use it on my face. They're brand new. I haven't used them, so the sticker's still on there. I'm gonna keep them on there. Again, if you guys want swatches or whatever, let me know below in the comment box and I'll be happy to do that. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you already have not. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye guys.